Hello, welcome back into the breach. You ready? I'm ready. Now I'm ready. I'm prepared. I had to go set that one to upload because I'm recording this like yesterday when you're hearing this. So I had to go set that video to upload. Anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Final island, I believe. One more check. 2 island victory is the plan. I think I'll be killing 3 enemies with one shot of the Janus cannon, but hey, you never know. Here's hoping. So, well, we have a little bit of information based on this as to where some of the pylons are going to spawn. I think I've actually seen this map layout before as well. So, what do we have to look at here? Well, we have to look at one main thing, which is this digger is going to wall me in here. Let's look at it. If I position like this digger walks up, I'm completely trapped, right? That's what you have to be ready for, because he attacks me here or here, and he puts a rock on the other spot, and I cannot move. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and move the Aegis mech off to the side so that it can just spear 3 enemies on a flanking move. And then I'm gonna actually set the mirror mech back one. I think this should be as best as we can do here. These are gonna be pylons. This is a pylon. This setup is fine actually because this should bait the Hornet to this tile, which I will then freeze. I think this is as good as it gets. The interesting thing about this team is that it's not particularly hard. Like everything is pretty straightforward. There's nothing crazy I get to do with it. That pylon in the bottom middle is pretty dead. Yep, that's fine. Look at this. I stepped back and I baited this guy into walking into the lava. Yeah, like this is actually free because there's 2 beetles and this enemy is dead. So attack order is like so. The only thing that's interesting is in trying to prep to dodge in trying to prepare myself to dodge an attack, I ended up getting caught. Trying to dodge around with the Aegis mech, I can't move it into a position where it gets to do anything. So you're done. If I can step out of the way, you're done. I don't think I want to do that. Unfortunately, the killer here is that the mirror mech is 1 tile away from making it to stop that scorpion. So I have to freeze the scorpion, and then I have to turn the hornet around, and if I turn the hornet around, well, you know, it's not ideal. Also, if I turn the hornet around, I actually lose my character. Oh no, it's Shenron. She can flip and then walk away, of course. Very good. Okay, so I think that the best play is going to be to take 2 here, unfortunately, because I have to shoot myself. Like this. Because you can take this shot, freeze the scorpion to cancel his attack, and then spin this. The alternative would be to spear push, freeze the scorpion, and then I take 4. Yeah. The killer is that the Janus cannon doesn't have a way to influence this attack, the Scarab. That's what sucks here. You have a way that you can make an enemy hit the Scarab? No, because the Scarab is going second. Okay, so let's look at this first. I believe it's, and then this does 2. I think it's like this. Leveled up to +3 grid defense. Ironic. Yeah, so this is your first idea. This is like the clear good idea, I feel. I don't see anything that takes 0 here, but I want to give it a reset just to take a look. One more time. I just wanted to show that turn, of course. See if anything looked weird about it. So let's start with the obvious here. 1, 2, 3, 4. The obvious thing is that if I want to stop from taking 2 damage, the only unit that can stop it is the Ice Mech. Right? This is your obvious first step. Second, if I want to stop this damage now, I can use the Mirror Mech. Lastly, I will take 2 damage from that Scorpion over there. right? That's for sure now. It would be like this. I would kill. Yeah, I do kill this. I could even kill both. I think that this is a better way to take two because this has to be better, right? Because now, look at this. We have this beetle dead, this digger dead, this scarab frozen. So instead of what we had before, which was I took 2 damage and I have this guy at down 2, instead of that I have scarab frozen in the corner, out of the game, beetle dead, boss dead, and yeah, this has to be better. There's no way this isn't better. Why did I attack this? You know what? I attacked it because it kills the beetle. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm gonna end my turn. Interesting that I put Chen off in the corner and it did not offer me a good choice. It's because of this pylon, right? If this pylon weren't here, I would be able to go around, basically. Like from here, I would have been able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then tried to contest this guy. But it might not have worked out, to be fair. That's a weird choice. I don't recommend this for my opponent. Fire kills rock, fire here, fire here. Where's the 4th shot? Are there only 3 fireballs? I thought there were 4. Huh. That seems strange to me. You can't make it around? That's a shame. I was gonna say you could come over here and push this guy into the line of fire, but no. Alas. I'm gonna just kill this scorpion. Chen. I'm trying to actually use Chen's power, but once you live the first turn with this team, it's pretty much over. Is it really only 3 shots? I'm losing it. I was so sure it shot 4 fireballs. Wow, that is horrific. 2 crabs is what spawned on me. 2 crabs. And also a blobber. Don't forget the blobber. Sorry, I was just kind of disregarding the blobber's existence. So I'm definitely going to take that shot. That feels like a no-brainer. I guess this turn ends up being like this, just 100%. I know I free the beetle. I think it's hard to find any enemy that scares me more than whatever. It's hard to find a beetle being scarier than what comes out of this, I guess. And I freeze a crab. I'm fine. I let the beetle go. He's gonna go hit a building. He's gonna get frozen. I set the crab to 1 HP. Oh, what the hell, man? This is what I'm saying. Beetles just waste their turns. This is exactly my point. What is that attack? What are you doing over there, buddy? Push that guy into the lava. Call him a nerd. Push him down those stairs. Refreeze the beetle. You were free for a moment. Back to jail. Alright, good fight. 2 damage on the first part of Final Island is a good turnout. Can't believe it's only 3. I guess I really am washed. Now it's all out of our control. If our turn 1 is less than 5 damage, we'll probably win here. And if it's more than 5 damage, well, it's been an honor. There's a crab, there's a blobber, there's a firefly leader. There's a lot to not like here. The firefly has a pretty clear position it should attack, which is on the C file, vertically. Yep, exactly. The rest of this is up in the air, but I was looking at that. Okay. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage coming at us. Let's see what we can do here. 1, 2, oh, 2 like high critical attacks. Don't like that very much. I think I'm probably going to end up ignoring the blob because, well, let's count the number of enemies we have to kill or move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to stop 5 attacks. Okay. How doable is that? Well, you can't spin the Firefly leader around or anything like that. I don't get anything interesting. I don't have any, like, 2-for-1 plays for the Aegis mech, I don't think. Can I make enemies hit each other in a way that makes sense? I don't think so. So, what it comes down to is I'm probably going to take 2, and I have to choose which 2. I might actually be forced to take 4, which is the real shame. But let's start trying to look this through now. I've assessed the position. I'm trying to come up with an idea here. We can do something like this. We don't have to do something like this, but we can do something like this to spin the Firefly, or the Hornet. That's 1 attack stopped. If I'm gonna take... Okay, so one thought here is I can take this shot, and then I can say the blob is going to hit me anyway, and ignore that. Now I do have to take 4 for this idea, right? Let me follow this through. So it goes this shot here, stops this 2, but I take 1. I can say, okay, well I'm gonna get hit by the blob anyway. Chen goes here, spins this attack, steps onto the tile. Mafan goes here, freezes the Firefly leader. At the end of this turn, I will have 1 HP. And I am saying this is a good enough start that I will not get hit again. The problem is, when you get right down to it, let me reset. When you get right down to it, it's very hard to do more than a 1-for-1 here. It's very, very hard to see any play here that makes me stop more than 1 attack, right? This stops 0. This hurts me. Like, a lot of these aren't good. There is something like this. This stops 1.5 attacks, basically. If I haven't moved anyone. I can do this. This is the only thing I can think of that's really worth looking at. And so where do we go from there? I'd have to freeze the beetle. This crab is the killer, man. This guy, despite not being in a position where he's attacking my buildings, he's blocking me from pushing the Firefly out of the way. And ultimately, this is the only projectile attack I can stop. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, we can follow it through, but what's the point? Yeah, this looks similarly bad. I mean, this looks a lot worse, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna go with what I did initially. I think it's better by a lot, because this is the only thing you can use Mafan's shield for, really. One more look. I don't think there's anything, though. I could just make this push. The problem is the push is also a 1-for-1. Everything you do here is a 1-for-1. My existence on this combat is a 1-for-1. But I think what you do is you go down to 1 HP and you say, I will be okay with this. I'm gonna go to 1 HP and I'm gonna be fine. Yeah. I don't think I'm missing anything here. This guy does 2. This guy does 1. The alternative play there, by the way, is to freeze this power pylon, because it would then let this beetle hit the Firefly because it destroys the other power pylon. Beetle charges the Firefly, It's not that worth it. I think I'd rather just leave the Alpha Firefly frozen. But yeah, it's a really vicious start. And that's my common complaint about Final Island, is it often feels out of your control to be able to beat something like this sometimes. I think that 4 damage is the best I can do there. Hey. Get off of me. Hey. Hey. Get off of me. Sadly, you're not Chen, so you can't shoot your way out. This is a tough one, actually, because that just kills me. But you see, the problem here is that this enemy, the Alpha Crab, is killing me. So, and there's only one unit. Well, no, because I can't take that shot. Your move 1, 2, 3, 4. Because the problem is I can't freeze this guy. So how do I let you out? I guess I could push you out. Huh. But then what are you doing? Like, what am I doing with you after you get pushed out? I don't know. I think I'm definitely freezing this crab. Because what else am I gonna do? I can't shoot the crab because I will die when it blows up this pylon. And I can't reach a position. Can I reach a position where I can stab the crab? No. Okay. So, oh, if I... No, okay. I'm gonna freeze the crab. I'm going to once again have my life saved by Chen's ability. Because I'm just gonna shoot right through. And then I'm gonna pull over to here. I'm gonna block the spawn and repair. This spawn doesn't happen. This beetle charges into the lava. This spawn happens. This hornet lives at 1. All fine. I have been 100% saved by Chen's ability, by the way. This entire Final Island would not be happening if it weren't for Chen. So, I gotta say, shout out to Chen. I'm sorry that I even considered your ability to not be worth it. For even a moment, I thought that was foolish. I'm gonna make... Okay, my thought here is that this attack on the bomb is not that frightening to me. And I would rather just go block this spawn. The problem is it puts Chen a little bit out of the way, but the upside is there's only 2 enemies that are going to be spawning in, and I can guaranteed freeze one of them. The other downside, I guess, is this hornet doesn't stop existing. So idea number 1 is just to freeze this, right? That's an obvious first idea. I can then have Peter Singh over here repair, hold it down, Chen goes over here, spins this. And I think it is important for this character to stay over here and block this spawn, because if I move off of this tile, whatever comes out can just lock me down on this power pylon's pair. I don't like leaving it like that. Okay, I'm gonna end turn. I think this is better. I actually thought about it more, and leaving that hornet alive, that hornet is guaranteed to do something on the next turn that I can't stop. Or not can't stop, but have to deal with, effectively. Whereas now, are you all hitting this one building? Huh. I stab you into the pit, obviously. Well, no, not obviously, actually. How does Peter Singh here get to do anything meaningful? How do I stop this? How do I not lose this? I can't believe it. I think they got me. You get stabbed? No. There's no way to go for all of them as a 1-for-1, is there? I don't think I can do it. There's nothing particularly cute about how we can play this one, is there? It's just kind of over. This doesn't work because you're off by 1. Crab's full HP. Can't believe it. They just 3-man hit my pylon. This is unlucky, I think, for sure. I don't think you can really call this anything other than unlucky, though. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do about it. It's a shame. I'm 1 damage off. But I think that this is just, it just comes down to being unfortunate. One more look. I don't believe that there's a cool trick I get to play, though. The outcome is unfortunate. If I could move the bomb. I don't think I can move the bomb in a way that matters. What about this? Anything here? No. If I could, like, I don't know, if there's so many ifs here where it's like, oh, I'm so close. But I don't think there's anything. You could spin this. It's like this scorpion. I mean, any 2 of them can be stopped, but you have to come up with a way to set the mirror mech up to be able to stop one of these attacks. And I cannot come up with an idea that does that. Because we don't quite have the movement. Like, it's even down to if the bomb was 1 tile up or down, I'd be able to stop this scarab. But so I can freeze the building as well. But it's no use. That sucks, man. That's really disappointing. But what can you do? I think it is just unfortunate. And stab this into the lava. I'm looking for some sort of inspiration, but I'm just 1 damage off, right? It's kind of the biggest problem I see this mech having is that with its base setup, it can't kill a 5 HP enemy on its own. Push should be good enough, but there's a wall of frozen enemies. Oh well. I got nothing here. But that's not true. I have a 5% chance to win, so you never know. Maybe we'll win, but I think that that's really unlucky. That's all there is to it. But 5% of the time it's not. Yeah, okay. This is an unlucky loss. I'm not happy with this loss. I think that any other, like, the circumstance that kills me there is so minor, I feel, because it's 3 enemies spawn and all attack that building. And, like, none of them attack me or the bomb. They all attack that building, and they all position themselves in a way where I can't attack them with the Janus cannon and stop them. So, I don't know. I think ultimately it was not wrong to block the spawn where I did, but I guess it just comes down to you can't know they're gonna do that, right? Same thing, similar thing could happen on the right side, more or less, where 2 enemies attack on the left, and then if I block that spawn in the bottom left of the map with the Janus cannon, an enemy spawns on the right, and I can't stop it. It's too hard. I think it's actually just too hard to come up with a way to 100% that, right? Because there's too many variables on what's going to spawn and what they're going to do. So it comes down to just being unfortunate. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.